We may differ in terms of economic power and economic ability to influence development in different parts of the world, but what will make the world work is if we respect each other. This is very, very important. And one thing I definitely dislike is being told either you choose this or else. When a minister speaks to me like that, which Secretary Blinken has never done, but some have, I definitely will not be bullied in that way, nor would I expect any other African country worth its salt.
Hey guys, thank you for tuning in and welcome back once again, man. Proudly motherland, Misterjaay right here. If this is your first time seeing this brother, man, I'm a motherlandian living in the diaspora, and I do drop vlogs every now and then talking about situations from the continent, and we are going to keep talking about that. I just want to say before we get started, I want to appreciate everybody who's been watching me for the past 4 to 5 months. It's all love, and a big and a huge shout out to the audience in the United States, the United Kingdom, Nigeria, South Africa, and every other country around the globe, man. Canada, I see you guys. Germany, man, it's all love. I mean, before we do get started, I just want to say this, man. It's always a beauty to see that there are some politicians in the motherland who can actually say exactly what they have to say and stand up to some of these Western so-called bullies. And ladies and gentlemen, before we do, man, I beg on you to help the channel out. Give us that thumbs up. The more thumbs up you give us, the more YouTube understands what we're trying to do on the platform. Now, let me not talk a whole lot. Let's just get right into it, man. So, I recently came across a video. One of you guys sent me a video, and it was about this powerful lady, man, Naledi Pandor from South Africa, man. And this video, man, she was hosting the American Secretary, man, Antony Blinken. And let me just say this. We've heard about the Iron Lady, Margaret Thatcher of Britain. But let me say this. I can proudly tell you guys that Motherland has an Iron Lady. And if you've been following this great politician, this great mother of the continent, this great daughter of the continent, you will understand that she doesn't jinx her word. She does not jinx her word. And she has been steadfast in always sticking it to these Western bullies. I'm not going to talk, man. Let me let you follow through on what she said, and then I will give you my feedback at the end. You feel me? Watch and enjoy.
I'm glad that Secretary Blinken has confirmed that America is not asking us to choose. I don't recall any attempt by the United States to do that. But in terms of our interaction with some of our partners in Europe and elsewhere, there has been a sense of a patronizing bullying toward you choose this or else. And the recent legislation passed in the United States of America by the House of Representatives, we found a most unfortunate bill that we'd hope the media would say more about, because when we believe in freedom, as I'm saying, it's freedom for everybody. You can't say because Africa is doing this, you will then be punished by the United States. So that's been a disappointing passage of legislation by one house, and we hope the other house will not agree to such offensive legislation. So indeed, it is important that all of us accept our ability to hold different opinions. We are, after all, sovereign nations that are regarded as equal in terms of the United Nations Charter. We may differ in terms of economic power and economic ability to influence development in different parts of the world, but what will make the world work is if we respect each other. This is very, very important. And one thing I definitely dislike is being told either you choose this or else. When a minister speaks to me like that, which Secretary Blinken has never done, but some have, I definitely will not be bullied in that way, nor would I expect any other African country worth its salt to agree to be treated. Firstly, on the matter of Russia and Ukraine, there is no one in South Africa who supports war. We've made that very clear. And we have said that we wish to see intensified efforts at increased diplomacy, utilizing the good offices of the United Nations, particularly the Secretary General, and other leaders who may be of weight in terms of persuading the interlocutors to come around a table and negotiate a settlement of this awful conflict. This is the position of South Africa. We support a search for peace. We are appalled by war. We abhor war because it brings untold suffering, which is something we experienced under apartheid. So this is the position that we have. With respect to the role that multilateral bodies such as the United Nations should play, we believe that all principles that are germane to the United Nations Charter and international humanitarian law must be upheld for all countries, not just some. Just as much as the people of Ukraine deserve their territory and freedom, the people of Palestine deserve their territory and freedom. And we should be equally concerned at what is happening to the people of Palestine as we are with what is happening to the people of Ukraine. We've not seen an even-handed approach in utilization of the prescripts of international law. And we encourage that the world should have greater attention to ensuring that we are equal to everybody. This has been a concern, and this is what at times leads to cynicism about international bodies and a lack of belief in their ability to protect the weakest and most marginalized. We have to change that belief and cynicism and ensure that all international institutions treat all human beings in a fashion that shows them whether we are ICC, ICJ, UN Security Council, G20, EU, whoever we are, we will protect. This is important. Also on Taiwan, clearly as South Africa, we have very clear separation between the executive and the legislature. Recently, the Speaker of the National Assembly was invited to be part of a group of the Interparliamentary Union, a group of speakers who were a delegation that were to visit Ukraine. I could not say to the Speaker, Speaker, don't go there, don't go there. It is Parliament's decision as to what they do. This is what separation of power means. So I think for us, decisions by presiding officers, whether we agree with them or not, as the executive, they would have to live with our decisions. We have to live with their decisions and repair any breaches in relations that they may cause. That's our duty to do that. Of course, we welcome the ceasefire in Palestine. However, we do express concern that many civilians have been killed. Infrastructure that provides services to ordinary civilians has been destroyed. The people of Palestine are living in buildings that are shells. And this worries us, having experienced apartheid ourselves and living in corridors. So we do think there's work for the world to do in ensuring that we create peace in the territory of Palestine and have a two-state solution where you have two nations existing in peace, side by side. We also think we're not satisfied that there's been an independent investigation of the murder of Shireen Abu Akleh, And we still call for a full independent investigation and a full report on who actually shot her. Because you can't say bullets shot a person. It's an individual who wields the gun, and we need to get to the truth of that. This is what would show that we are truly committed to being honest and even-handed toward all people, and in particular toward media practitioners who must be given the security to practice their craft. On the elections in Kenya, we've been very pleased that thus far the campaign up to its end yesterday seemed to have been largely peaceful. We hope that the election, which occurs on our Women's Day in South Africa, that it will result in a stable, free and fair election. We wish the people of Kenya well in this process. We recall the last election, and we are hoping that tomorrow everyone will be able to exercise their democratic right to vote in a condition of peace and security. Of issues, some of which I'm sure will form the substance of the questions that you wish to pose. We've confirmed the good standing of the relationship between South Africa and the United States of America. It's a very extensive partnership in which we cooperate in a wide range of sectors. We had reports from 4 commissions that are part of our bilateral strategic structure. We should have this kind of political dialogue on a regular basis, but we'd had a hiatus for almost 8 years, but we've agreed that this is going to be an interaction that takes place on a regular basis. I have had many opportunities to hold meetings and discussions with Secretary Blinken, and I've always found him open to listening and to sharing perspective on various world affairs. So, having said that, I'll now hand over to him. Secretary Blinken, over to you, and then I think we should allow the media.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, oh man, that was so refreshing. The moment she said, "You are not going to bully me," and any other African country is not supposed to be bullied, but you telling us it's going to be like this or not, our way or the highway. I want you to leave a comment. Bro, this right here, this is an iron lady, and we need to protect her. We need to ensure that she drills and trains the next iron lady just like her. The future, you feel me? Because we always have to think about the future, because if she goes out, if they take her out, we need to have people coming up with this mindset. But it's so refreshing to see that somebody actually, do you know what it means to say all of what she said to Antony Blinken? You have no clue, do you? But oh man, this man, I think I can have a warm cup of coffee and smile to this, man. Shout out to my South African man, marveling. We are rising. Do not forget, stay watching, man, and leave your comments. I'm out of here. Peace.